Peace and blessings, everybody. Thank y'all so much. I'm just doing I guess you could say I'm just doing let me turn that down. Just doing a little test on some stuff. So I am, let me turn this up, make sure I got this thing right. Y'all hold on a second. Make sure I'm good with this. I am. I see a couple things. I see a couple people here, but yeah, I'm just messing around a little bit. That's all I'm doing. Just making sure everything is working like it should. I think that may sound a little better. So I'm just checking this out just for future broadcasts. I'm on YouTube as well on the El Bravador page. I know it says meeting there, but it just put it there by default and everything. But while I'm here, hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Everybody's doing all right. We'll see how long this will go. Last time I used this, it didn't work out too good, I should say. All right, it was kind of crazy the way it was working, but for the most part, it's pretty good. It seems like it's working all right now. So my volume is a little low for whatever reason, but let me try this here and what have you. But yeah, so thank everybody for checking out WQ Mix Worldwide Radio and checking out the DJ MC Fresh on the mixes on Friday and Saturday nights. Thank y'all so much. He appreciates those as well. I want to thank everybody that came out to the 804 Lounge. Now, everybody, I want to say this, okay? If you ever see we're doing something at the 804 Lounge or anywhere, if you hear me speak about it, check the El Bravador page, check the Z-Rock Crew page, because we're going to be doing a lot this year. Because if you didn't know, it is the 50th anniversary of hip hop this year. That's right. 2023 marks 50 years of hip hop. Yes, from 1973 to here. I'm not going to get into the other deeper details on it, but I'm just saying that's what they're recognizing it as 50 years of hip hop. So with that said, we're going to be doing a lot of gigs this year. We're actually scheduling one now. We're going to be doing a few gigs, and then we're going to do a big gig sometime this year. That's all I can say right now. But when you hear and see that we're saying we're doing things, if you don't hear about it for a while, just check the pages. Everything is always updated on this page, the El Bravador page, Bravador Live page, Z-Rock Crew page, all of those pages. Just check back with them because a few people said they didn't know about the gig. And I had shared a video about the gig, and I also had shared the small little mini-mercial. I call them mini commercials for Facebook. I even shared that Big Moo had given me. So we did put it out there, but things get blocked on some of these pages. On Facebook, a couple of others, certain things, the information can get blocked sometime. So don't rely on waiting on us. Just seek out for yourself. Check this page, check the El Bravador page, check the Z-Rock Crew page, check the Bravador Live page, the WQ Mix Worldwide Radio Listeners Group page. Check those pages, and you'll see where we'll be going, or where we'll be appearing, I should say. So please do that, and that way you won't miss a thing. Please come out, enjoy things. We had a good time with Big Moo at 804 at the 804 Lounge, and those that came out, thank you so much for supporting us. We appreciate it. We got more coming. We're setting up some more for February. We're going to be someplace in February or the end of February. We're trying to get that together now. And mostly when we're doing these events now, we'll be asking for a donation of maybe $15 or $10 or something like that at the door coming in. So, just bring your money, have a good time with us. We're going to have a nice time. We might end up back at another round. We might end up over there. We could end up anywhere. So we're talking to a few people to see where we can go and do these gigs and have a good time. DJ MC Fresh did his thing, y'all. Definitely. I really was enjoying his sets, the way he was playing and everything. So hey, come on out, enjoy us. RJ will be there sometimes. Sometimes we might get some other guests to come there as well. So, just check the pages and you'll see when we're there or whenever we pop up or where we pop up, you'll know about it. All right. And you won't miss anymore. That's simple. Like I said, I'm just doing a test with this right here. I had sent some invitations with this right here. I can actually bring people in remotely. And well, do they say remotely now? Virtually. I can do that. So, just testing this out and just seeing how things are with it. I'm going to go to the El Bravador page and see how that looks and what have you. Y'all bear with me for a second, if you will. And let's see. Let's see. Hold on, everybody. Yep, we're good there. Yeah, we're pretty good there. Yeah. But yes, everybody, if you didn't know, yes, this year is 50 years of hip hop. 50 years. There's going to be a lot of events going on, commemorating the 50th year of hip hop, 50 years of hip hop. It's definitely going to be great. I'm going to be going to a lot of the events that will be happening. The Universal Hip Hop Museum up in the Bronx. I'm going to be going to a lot of events up there. So I'm going to try to get some footage of that if they will allow me to do that. So I'll reach out to some of the people up there and see if that will be allowed.
The planet is right next door to us. WQ Mix Worldwide, your favorite jazz.
That's right in the background, everybody. It is WQMIX Worldwide Radio. In the background is Cheryl Lynn, and Your Love is an encore. I got the Alvin Folks show coming up after that, everybody. So you might want to check that out. We've got a repeat show. He will have an all-new show next week. He has guaranteed me that he will have a new show next week. So let me make sure I have him in. Yeah, he's going to start after this song, the Alvin Folks show. So let me go ahead and get him squared away and whatnot. But you got to check out his show. The show is pretty good, everybody. I really like it. It's the Alvin Folks show right here on WQ Mix Worldwide Radio after Cheryl Lynn. Yeah, Earl, I'll let you know, man, when we're going to be doing that. I'll definitely let you know. And we'll see what we can do on one of the gigs that we put together. Because we're going to, like I said, we're going to be doing a few of them, everybody. We're definitely going to be doing a few of them. But yes, this is 50 years of hip hop, everybody. What were you doing in 1973? I was in the second grade. Didn't know anything about Kool Herc doing jams in the Bronx. Didn't know anything about that here in Central Virginia, USA, in Richmond, Virginia, USA, Glen Allen, Virginia, USA. Didn't know anything about that. And they were getting it in up there. They really were. And then, you had your groups up there doing their thing. You had the Grandmaster Caz, and you had the Cold Crush Brothers. You had Busy B. You had Shot Rock. You had everybody up there doing their thing. And then we found out about it. Some of us found out about it around 79 when we heard King Tim III. Then we knew something about that. But you had a lot of people here that already knew it. They had 8-track tapes floating around down here. And that's how we got into it. Before we even heard it on record, we were getting tapes. I heard about it on a record. That's how I heard about it. That's how I got into hip hop. Some of you were looking at this now, probably got into it another way. But it's been a part of my life ever since 1979. It's been a part of my life. And what better way to celebrate it is to go up to some of these events happening up in New York. There are going to be things all around. I was talking to Jay Quan about a couple things because everybody knows. If you don't know, Jay Quan writes for Rock the Bells. And Jay Quan is part of the Two Def crew historically here. Microphone Master J, okay? Not getting them mixed up with Grandmaster J or Master J. They was here. We're not getting them mixed up with them. This is Jay Quan. So he was telling me about a few things that are getting ready to happen also. So what I'm going to be doing, what we're going to be doing, what the Z-Rock crew is going to be doing, what I'm going to be doing at WQ Mix Worldwide Radio, what we're going to be doing is doing a lot of the classic hip hop that we already play. We're going to be playing more of it. We're going to be trying to put some things together so you can hear on the station on WQ Mix Worldwide Radio, commemorating the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Definitely. And like I said, the gigs we're going to be doing, the Z-Rock crew gigs we're going to be doing quite a bit this year. So, hey, get with us. When you see us doing one, come on out with us. Enjoy it. We're going to try to have some guests with us that's from out of town to come down, talk to Cash Money. He'd like to come back. Actually, Schoolie D said he'd like to come, from what I understand, and the Tough Crew from Philly. And then I'll try to see if I can reach out to some of my comrades up in Brooklyn and see if I can get somebody from Brooklyn down here. So we're going to be doing a lot of those concerts this year. We're going to try to get these jams. We're going to call them jams like they used to back in the days, because when I started DJing, we started calling them jams also. I started DJing in 1981. I've been DJing since 1981, 42 years. So I've been getting it in for 42 years. So we're going to actually be doing things like we used to do with those jams. And then Fresh and I got together in 84 and we started DJing. So we're going to be doing stuff like that. The Junior Funk Machine, Mad Mixer's going to be a part of it. RJ's going to be a part of it. DJ MC Fresh, of course. Other half of the Z-Rock crew, we're going to be doing it, everybody. So when you see us, when we tell you that we're going to be here or there and there and here, we let you know, come on out. Have fun with us. Definitely. Because hip hop is peace, unity, love, and having fun, regardless of what you may think or what you may have been told. That's what hip hop is all about. Peace, unity, love, and having fun. So Earl, I'll definitely do that. Hey, Jason. Hey, DJ Skill, how are you? Great to see you. Jay Quan, I see you on the box, on the check-in. What's going on? Hey, Lonnie, what's going on? Great to see you, man. And everybody else on here. Thank y'all so much for just checking us out. I'm just doing this just to test some things out. I hadn't used this in a long time, so I thought I'd do it. I'd sent some invitations out to see if I could get anybody to bite and jump on here. And if anybody wants to jump on here right now, I can put you on. Just let me know. Before I was at Power 92, I rock with y'all. Oh, absolutely, man. DJ Debonair, I definitely remember. You were on Power. You were doing stuff with DJ Sky. Definitely remember that, man. It'd be nice to see you work out with us and stuff. I see you still got your skill. No doubt. I'm a little rusty, but I'm going to get the rust off me. I'm going to get some rust neutralized and get myself in shape. No doubt. So, yeah, everybody. Let's see. Hold on one second. I got to get a Prince cut up. Real quick, y'all stand by for that. Let me make sure this music is right before Facebook tries to knock me out or whatever. Hold on one second. I got to hurry up. Let's see. Where am I going to go? I'm going to start here. Let him kick off with Bambi. And then after that, I Feel For You will be the thing closing out. And then, I'm going to do I Want to Be Your Lover. We're going to do that. Here, there. Go ahead. Have a drop there. So I think we should be good after that. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this right now. Y'all ever heard this Prince one? This is Bambi by Prince. We're starting off this. This is to start off the Alvin Folks show, y'all. So y'all stay right there. Go ahead on the WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. Log on. Check it out. The Alvin Folks show. The Loud Life Movement show is on the way. So y'all keep it right here for that. But we're going to continue doing that things right now. Oh, damn. Mad Mixer. Been 30 years since I've seen him. Yeah. He rocks. We do have reunions like we do them, Earl. Debonair. I'm just going to say Debonair. I'm not going to call you Earl. I'm not calling you by your government, but Debonair, what we do when we do our reunions, it's the Z-Rock Crew Junior Funk Machine Reunion Jam. And that's the way we do them. And I was with the Junior Funk Machine first back in 1981. Mad Mixer and myself, we formed that group. And then after that, in 84, Fresh and I joined up, created the Z-Rock Crew. Fresh came up with the name Z-Rock Crew. Mad Mixer came up with the name Junior Funk Machine. I just will say that if it were not for those two situations, I wouldn't be who I am today. It wouldn't have been, I couldn't have done it without a Mad Mix. I couldn't have done it without a DJ MC Fresh. I couldn't have done it without a B-side, without Chris Brooks with the B-side. Everybody, we worked together on things. And we still were trying to get together a B-side reunion as well. Maybe by this being the 50th year of hip-hop, maybe we can do that as well. We've got a few things going on. The documentary, Hip Hop Legends of Central Virginia, we're going to have a place where we're going to be showing that. And probably when we do air gigs, we may have a Jumbotron or a big screen up where you can view some of that while the gig is going on. You probably won't be able to hear it too much with the music, but you'll be able to see some of the things. I've been sharing some of the clips of the documentary and the CVA 360 program that we've had on CW. It's off right now because we take our hiatus and we'll start back up in the springtime with CVA 360. As a matter of fact, we're restructuring the show now and trying to put some different twists for the show and add more of a dynamics of having more interviews in there and just having things a little bit and some different elements in CVA 360. But we want to thank you for a successful first season of CVA 360 on CW Richmond. And we'll start back up in the late spring is when we'll start back up. So thank y'all so much for the support. You can go to the CVA 360 page and see some of the past shows. I think all of the past shows you can see on that page. So go there and take a look at the CVA 360 page and check it out. And you can see what we've been doing and what we've got to come for late spring when we start back up. Hey, Charlotte, tell Fresh I've been trying to reach him. Tell him to get with me, Charlotte. Great to see you. Great to see you. Hey, my man, Kalanji the Immortal. What's going on, Kalanji? Like I said, y'all, I just decided to jump on here. I was testing a couple things in here, and I just said, let me jump on here and talk a little bit about, the 50th anniversary of hip hop. It formed my life, everybody. It really did. I would not be who I am without hip hop. I got into film because of hip hop. I got into radio because of hip hop. I mean, my brother got me into radio. I was trying to be like my older brother, Chocolate Chip. I was trying to be like him. And I decided I wanted to do some DJing. And the Junior Funk Machine was the first group, like I said before. But we were actually a band at first. And I played a little trumpet. And Barry Smith, he played bass. He played keys, a little drums. Stephen Darricott played some drums. Welford Williams played lead guitar. I mean, it was moving a little bit, but it didn't move like we wanted to. And then one day I just said, hey, why don't we just be DJs, Barry? So what happened was at first thing.
Good afternoon. The
first thing I did, that's the Alvin Folks Show playing in the background, everybody. If you want to check that out, you can go to WQ Mix Worldwide Radio and check it out. They'll also do we'll do a replay at 7:00.
Advisor, career advisor, image consultant.
I'll let some of this go. I can let this go without having a problem. So I'll let you listen to a little of that while I answer back on some of these comments right here. So stick around, everybody. Just listen to that for 1 second.
You can catch the Loud Life Show here on WQMIX Radio every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Loud Life Show today. Again, Happy New Year. I have missed being on air with you. Last 2 Sundays, we've had holidays. So we had Christmas, we had the beginning of the new year. And so this is the inaugural show.
Like I said, everybody, that's the Alvin Folks Show that's on WQ Mix Worldwide Radio right now. You could go over and check that out if you'd like. But I'm going to continue here with this. I just responded back to a few people. Hey, Lewis, how are you? Great to see you. Happy New Year to you. Like I said, for the 50th anniversary of hip hop, a lot is going to be going on from us. And anything that has to do with hip hop, classic hip hop, that's what we're going to be doing. 80s dance classics, some current, a little bit of current stuff, a little more recent year stuff we're going to be spending and stuff like that. We're going to really just have a good time. We want you to come out and jam with us. That's what we want you to do. So please, when you see something, share it, come on out. Let's have a good time. And hey, you won't be disappointed. Definitely. And like I said, we're trying to get some things together where we can get some other acts to come up and do some things. We'll do a few of these gigs to help support that. So yes, please come out, join us, have a good time with us. We really, really do. We would appreciate it. And we really, really do appreciate the support that you've been giving us this time, thus far. Let's say it like that.
To be able to come to you every week.
Yeah, like I said, I did not plan on doing a Bravador Live today. And this is not really a Bravador Live, but I guess you can consider it one if you want. I mean, that's fine. If you're just seeing me for the first time, I'm El Bravador, like the name says. I'm part of a group called the Z-Rock Crew, legendary group that people say. And I appreciate that. We've done that thing for years. We did that thing on WKIE, 1540 AM. We were the first all hip hop station in Central Virginia. And we just, really enjoyed what we did back then. And we, not too long ago, decided to get back into it, get back into spinning. That was some years back. We did our first reunion, our 30th reunion jam. We did in 17. And we had a ball doing it. And Fresh and I and RJ, we were just like, man, let's continue making it happen. We did. Then the pandemic hit. And then that slowed us down a little bit. But we've picked it back up. And especially for this year being 50 years of hip hop, we're definitely going to be picking it up and running the ball into the end zone. You know, we're going to really score and win this. Definitely, we could say we're going to win this game for this year. It's a great thing. Like I said, hip hop has been a part of my life ever since 79, and it's gotten me to where I am today. And I'm so grateful to the art form, the culture of hip hop. I'm just so grateful to it. I'm glad I had a brother like my brother Chocolate Chip that helped me and got me prepared for broadcast. That was one thing unique about Fresh and myself. We were street jocks, and we were on the radio, and we were able to do radio because of the training of my brother, training us for broadcast. And that's what made us unique. And, you know, for this area, you had the same thing going on over in LA at WKDAY, KDAY. You had that going on over there since around 83, I believe it was, or maybe earlier. Shout out to K-Day out in LA. We got to shout out them. Also, in Newport News, you had WRAP that was before us. So, yes, there were stations that were all hip-hop all the time. We were daytime only. But they were making plans to get us all the time, rap all the time, even at night. But that kind of came into fruition some years later. If you remember J100 really was the WKIE FM that they were trying to get together back then. That's what J100 really was. It was WKIE FM. It really was. And then you had KISS that formed from the FM 100 Incorporated, which was Dr. Bell and Dr. Cummins, and a few other investors were involved with that as well. And then Radio 1 came in and pretty much scooped up everything. And you see the results of what's going on now with KISS and the stations that they have over at Urban One now. All those stations, some of those were Sinclair stations, some of them were FM 100 stations. And then that's what transpired and what they have going on right now. But yes, it was a good time for us back then. And we're kind of just pretty much reliving that again with their gigs and stuff. WQ Mix Worldwide Radio is another one. Just like the drop says, if you remember Magic 99, KISS 96 FM, WANT, WENZ, WKIE AM, Magic 99. If you remember all of that, hey, all in one station, WQMIX Worldwide Radio. Spread the word. Let them know. That's what it is. Right now, Alvin Folks is on.
Okay. 4. Are you pushing?
The Alvin Folks show is on right now. So y'all go on over there and check it out. I tell you, this brother, he is an inspirational, motivational speaker, financial advisor. And I tell you, I'm one that could use that. I really can. I'm managing my finances a whole lot better than what I had been in the past. Trust me, I am. I guess when you get older, you kind of look at things a little different. I know when I was on the radio back then, when I was on KIE, man, I didn't even think about saving anything. I was just going out, having fun, and just, you know, enjoying what I was doing, and especially when I was recording in New York. And how can I forget to thank everybody for all of the props and the salutes and the well wishes on the 35th anniversary of the Alliance. We Can Get Used to This album. Thank y'all so much for the well wishes and the congratulatory thanks. I really appreciate that, everybody. I really, really do. And I know King of Chill, aka Creepy Clown, DJ Skill, and K Swift, I know they appreciate it as well. Thank you. Unfortunately, I got a lot of well, not unfortunately, I got a lot of requests for it, but I have a lot of requests for CDs for that album. They did not release a CD on that album. They did not. They had a cassette. I think if you can find the record, great. But if you can find the cassette, because from what I understand, a lot of people are finding the cassette. You can find the cassette. That's pretty good because you can always transfer that. But I've actually remastered that entire album. I am not at liberty to be able to pass it out to people or sell it. It's not my I don't have the license for that. That's still under First Priority Music. First Priority Music now is under Milk D, Brother Milk D. That's under him. So that would be something that we would have to talk to Milk about. I have spoke with him not too long ago. If you've seen on my pages that I had an interview with him, Nat Robinson, DJ MC Fresh, and Terry Mora. Maybe I'll call Milk up or send him a message and see what he thinks about re-releasing that album. That's one of the albums that Eminem gave props at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. He thanked the Alliance. He actually has been seen with that album cover shirt on. So that's pretty nice to be acknowledged by somebody like him. So you never know. You might see that for sale someday soon. I'm not sure. Maybe for the 35th anniversary of hip hop, maybe it'll get re-released. I'm not sure. I'll ask Milk about that to see if there are any plans for that, because that would be nice. But no, they never produced a CD of that album. But that was a very, very, and not just because I had something to do with it and I was part of the process, but it was a very, very underrated album. It was very underrated. It was a great album. Great album. King of Chill, KC. He is just an excellent guy in the studio. I remember working with him in the studio and working with Urim Van Zandt. I got to shout out Urim. Also, I learned so much in engineering from Urim, as well as KC, as well as Milk and Giz as well. They taught me a lot about recording and engineering and everything in the analog side. So with that, I'm using that with the digital side now. And I actually have to get my equipment that I have. I did some dismantling because I had to rebuild the computer that I was recording with. So that's being rebuilt. And I actually have to build another video editor, film editor as well, because last time I built one was 5 years ago. So I'm going to have to build another one to, keep up with what's going on. You got Windows 11 out now. So a lot of things are calling for Windows 11. So I got to make sure that I'm, keep up with it so I can continue to do the work that I do. So with all that said, I will be rebuilding my audio editor as well. And I'm still looking to do that 2-inch 24-track recorder. Still looking to get one of those. So, a lot of that stuff is in the works for 2023. And like I said, to go along with the 50th anniversary of hip hop. But the Hip Hop Museum actually physically will be opening next year, 2024, in the Bronx. If you go to one of my pages, I believe you go to the Bravado Live page, you'll see what the building looks like right now. And they just gave $5 million to help complete that building with the Hip Hop Museum. I believe I can't it was a senator from New York. I can't call his name. Is it Chuck Schumer? Is that his name? I may be wrong, but he gave $5 million because of the importance of hip hop music and it being started in New York City, in New York, in the Bronx. I think that's just beautiful. I think it's great. And that's why I said I'm going to go up there and I'm going to go ahead and check out some of those events. We're going to have our own events that we're going to be doing here in Richmond and everything. And I'm sure some others will do the same thing. But I will say this to everybody. Don't just do a 50th anniversary of hip hop. Do it right. Talk about the culture. Learn the culture if you don't know it. Because there's a lot of guys out here spinning that don't know the true culture of hip hop and the true history of hip hop. A lot of people thought it was irrelevant for them to learn. They just didn't think they needed to. Look, you do what you want to do. But to me, I would say learn it. Find out, about this thing. Find out about the culture that's a part of your lives, and don't get into it if you're not going to accept it wholeheartedly. If it were not for hip hop, I would not be here right now. You would not know me. It's just that simple. You know, it was just that simple. I had a chance back in the early 80s. After I was with the Junior Funk Machine, after I left, I went to electronic school. And I had a job working in Langley up in Northern Virginia. I could have stayed there and I never would have done anything with hip hop. But it was in me so much that when I left, I just went ahead and pursued it more. And then I joined with the DJMC Fresh a year later. Well, a few months later. So I'm just saying, it's been a part of my life since 81. Even when I was working up in Northern Virginia at the electronic school, I still was, hip hop was still in me. You know, as a matter of fact, I can remember staying up there, going to sleep one night before my second day of work up there. And I was listening to WHUR, I believe it was, and they were playing Hey DJ by Malcolm McLaren and the world famous Supreme Team. And that's when I was already in hip hop, but that song just resonated with me so much. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. Hey DJ by Malcolm McLaren and the world famous Supreme Team. So I say all that to say, even then, it was still in my blood so much. And then when I decided to leave there and come back to Richmond and work in Richmond, that's when I dove in. I dove in again deeper to go ahead and just continue my journey with hip hop. And then radio came after that. And then I got into broadcasting on the radio and then recording. During that same time too, we were actually recording before we got on the radio. We were recording the Z-Rock Crew records and stuff like that. We were recording for a long time before the record came out. We really, really were working hard on that and stuff. And I got to give props to DJ MC Fresh again. The Z-Rock record, he produced it, he and Hottest, and he wrote it. My production journey didn't begin until after that, but it was because of the teachings of Fresh, learning how to program a drum machine, recording, and things of that nature, and DJing and spinning. That man helped me. I tell you, if it weren't for him, I don't know. I don't know. So I thank him again. I thank you, Fresh, for everything you did back then, man. I never forgot it. Love you for that, brother. Definitely. Let's see. Wow, we got some comments going on here. We got quite a bit going on here. And so, hey, Fresh, I see you here, man. Hey, look, I need to holler at you. I need to holler at you about something. After this, give me a hit if you can, man. Let's see. Glad you're still around. Salute. I appreciate you, brother. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. I've been into hip hop since King Tim III. Yeah, Kevin, that's what I'm saying. I've been into it since then. Alvin, folks, I saw you call me. I'll get with you after this, man. I got the show running, as you can hear. Let's see who else here. Let them know about the audio. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to really, Earl, just make this a thing about me so much. But yes, I did do the remix of the audio to Hickey's Round My Neck, the El Bravador mix. I'm on the label. You'll see the El Bravador mix of Hickey's Round My Neck. It's got some go-go in it. It reflected DMV, the Central Virginia sound at that time. That's why I did it, that mix that way. I remember when Nat Robinson said, I got your record, man. I got your record. I said, oh, really? And he played it over the phone. Even it was over the phone, man. And he was like, man, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. And I'm just like, wow. And then I heard it on WBLS in New York. Chili Q played it with Mr. Magic and Marley Marl. He played it. Chili Q played it. And I mean, when I heard it up there, I couldn't believe it. Man, I couldn't believe it. You're talking about a feeling. It's a feeling I still can't explain the feeling I got when I heard that up there. And then, of course, all the support that came from down here, we played it, and then Fresh played, and RJ played it. And then it was just, it was just a great, and then it was played in other cities. So, yes, I remember Mr. C saw me backstage one year, and I told him, introduced myself to him. He said, you did that? How'd you do that mix? And I explained to him how I did it and everything. He said, really? Okay. All right. And I'm like, man, for that. And I remember I did the Nasty on the Audio 2's last album, and Master Ace, I saw him and he was like, yeah, I like that, the Nasty, I like that. So, I'm very proud of the work that I did with First Party. I'm very proud of that. I look at a lot of the groups now from back then that are doing shows again. It would be nice for them but it's got to be practical too. I understand for them because they got to eat too. You know, a lot of those guys, you know, they didn't have retirement funds. A lot of them got regular jobs after, you know, the run was over. I'm one of them. I had to get a regular job. You know, I mean, I wasn't an artist, but we had to get regular jobs. Fresh had to get a regular job. You know, at one time, RJ got a regular job teaching, and then he got back in the radio and just kept it strong. You know, he really has put his work in over the years. He really has. So, I mean, a lot of us had to get jobs, you know, to survive and get pension plans and things of that nature. But you got a lot of guys that are still into the music so strong, they don't have pension plans. So, you know, for them to do new music, they've got to make sure that it's, you know, they're probably making sure that, hey, we got to make sure we got the support, because if we're going to put money into this, we got to make sure we get a return on the investment. And I understand that. And that's where it comes from, those of you out there that have supported hip hop for so many years, to support the older, the I don't like to say old school, but the classic artists. If they come out with new music, support it, buy it. Even if you don't like it, buy it. You know, because that's what keeps things going. That's what they do in rock and roll. They do it in country. They do it in what is the other one? I said rock and roll, country. Even jazz, they do it a little better. You know, we got to have some sort of unity. We got to do it. You know, that's one of the reasons why I created WQMIX Worldwide Radio, because a lot of the music wasn't being played. I'm talking about not just hip hop music. I'm talking about 80s dance classics, you know, things that came from the late 80s and some of the early 90s. I mean, a lot of that stuff in the 70s, you know, a lot of these people are still with us and they still perform and do things. So that's one of the reasons I put the station together, was to kind of, you know, hey, there's a place you can go and hear all that music. If you forgot, you can be reminded of it. You can go to WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. I guarantee you'll hear something you haven't heard in quite a while. I'm telling you, you will. Let's see what else is going on here. Wow, all of y'all. Hey, Duramus, what's going on? What's good, El Bravador? Who was responsible for Ace and Supreme vocal on the front? Was the Richmond Coliseum the last time you all performed your song? No, it was actually the Arthur Ashe Center. Ace and Supreme and vocal on the front, all of that was written by Fresh, produced by Fresh, and produced by Dwayne Calvin, hottest, on Think Tank Records out of Hopewell, Virginia. That's who did that. And yes, that last time I was performing Ace and Supreme and vocal on the front was at the Arthur Ashe Center, I believe it was. Was it the Arthur Ashe Center? I think it was the Arthur Ashe Center. And then we were DJing with the Black Baron too at different spots, you know, like the Face Floor Ford. It was down in Charles City. We were out at Powhatan a lot, the Powhatan Fairgrounds. We had a couple of other places too where we DJ'd, and we did some of those songs as well. Let's see. That was the Arthur Ashe. Yes, the Arthur and Honey Bun and Booney. Yep. Got to give props to Honey Bun, Booney, Rockwell, the MCI crew. We got to really, the MCI crew was the very first rap group on wax. They came out a couple months before Rockwell, Booney, and Honey Bun. Rick Stanley, may he continue rest in peace. He put that album out. The MCI crew, Everlasting, my man, Freedom, and I can't. Said Everlasting. I can't think. I'm sorry, my mind just took a blank on the other brothers that are in the group as well. But that's part of the Hip Hop Legends of Central Virginia documentary as well. I'm going to be putting together some other clips over the coming months and weeks that you'll be seeing, and I'll be sharing on Facebook and YouTube parts of the documentary. I've actually dove into the documentary again, doing some revamping of it, doing some other things, some of the things I took out, I'm putting back in. I'm doing a lot of revitalizing of that for the 50th anniversary of hip hop, because I think it fits with what's going on now, with this being the 50th year of hip hop, to shine our history here in Central Virginia of hip hop. So many of us over the years, back in those days, man, we just did it for the love of it. We didn't get paid much money or any at all, but we were just glad to do it and just glad to put our twist on what we heard. And we even got recognized a couple of times. You know, I think that, you know, it's appropriate to put it back out. I released it I released it back in 2017, I released Hip Hop Legends of Central Virginia. So with that said, I released it back then, and it was out being shown. I've shown it a few places, and like I said, I've taken little clips of it and shown it in the CVA 360 shows. If you were able to catch those on CW, but if not, you can go to the CVA 360 Facebook page and see it there. I decided that, you know, before that I was going to dove in and change some things around. So I've changed some things around to the whole complete documentary. It's long. It's over 3 hours long. So when I show it again in its entirety, it will be 3 hours long. Might have to have an intermission in the middle of it, but it will be shown again very, very soon. So at least this year it will be. And the Soul Image Film Festival, that's going to be coming your way this year. I've talked to some people. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I talked to some people. We're going to kind of focus it around the 50th anniversary of hip hop. We're going to kind of do that with it. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to, the gigs that we're going to be doing. I'm just, looking forward to all of it. I'm very excited about this year. Yes, rest in peace, Joe Dozier. Definitely. As a matter of fact, I play a song on WQMIX by Tim Pusher and Joe Dozier, a 4-star. I'm a STAR. I play that. Yep, Pie Ski. Matter of fact, Kevin, I talked to Pie just a few minutes, about an hour ago. I told him to give me a call, and the Royal Sound Crew. Oh my gosh, the Royal Sound Crew. How can I not thank them for some of the things they taught me and showed me and embraced me and Fresh? So I got to thank them as well. Wiz Love Abel Lee, Lovable Lee, may he continue to rest in peace. But yes, shout out to my man Mellow C, Chris Moon, my man Keith K, Ski, Pie Ski. Got a shout out to him. Like I said, Wiz Love Abel Lee, may he continue to rest in peace. Shout out to his family. Also, Dynamic KC, Lou Cash Money, Divine. Now he's known as Divine, Righteous Brother. Cutmaster JT as well. So yes, got to shout them out also. Let's see what else. Hey Adrian, how are you? Tell the tall man of soul I said hello. Definitely. I can't wait to hear you mixing on WQ Mix. Fresh sure be getting it in on it. Yes, he does. I'll be having my mixes soon. Just, everything else I got going on, it's kind of, hard for me to concentrate on a mix at this point, but I will have them very, 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 very soon and stuff. Like I said, everybody, I just got on here and just decided to test a few things out, and look what it's turned into, a nice conversation. I mean, I appreciate all the comments that are going on right here. Bill McGee got us. Yes. How can I forget Bill McGee? Thank you, Fresh. Yeah, Bill McGee. Do you all know about Bill McGee? That's all I'm going to start saying. I'm going to ask you right now for one thing. Let me turn down Alvin for a second. Do y'all know who Bill McGee is? I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to see if somebody's going to comment on here. Who was Bill McGee? Okay. Who was Bill McGee? I'll tell you who Bill McGee was. Bill McGee was part of a group called Trestle that came out of Virginia State University. Bicentennial Boogie, 1976. Trestle, Love Injection, big club record in the early 80s. Okay? Yes, Bo and Al, Zodiac Disco at the Holiday Club. Good shout out, Kevin. Yeah, good. Yeah, we're keeping this history going. Bill McGee is responsible for the Super Friends on wax. Talking about Lonnie B, Skills, Mad Skills, if you want to call him that, Danger Mouth, Lil Rock, Sean, the sister that sings with them, Sean Chappelle. Yes, Sean Chappelle. And I'm forgetting some people. Mindbender, Kalanji the Immortal, Chad, and I don't want, and DJ Mark, I don't want to start. I don't want to forget anybody. Said Mindbender. Yes. So Bill McGee was responsible for putting them on wax. Yes. But here's the ultimate thing about Bill McGee. When you hear those Sugar Hill records, the trumpet player is Bill McGee. Yep. Apache. Freedom. It's Bill McGee on those horns, everybody. That's right.
So that means
yeah, Bill McGee.
Go.
Bill McGee. Right here in Richmond, Central Virginia. 50 years of hip hop, and we've got one of the pioneers that had a direct contact with Melly Mel, the Grandmaster Flash Furious 5, Funky 4 Plus One More, Shy Rock. I mean, Bill McGee. And that's just touching the surface. You don't believe me? Ask Jaquan. Ask Jaquan. Let's see what else is going on here. Good job, Kevin. Yeah, but I think I might have beat you to it, bro. But then again, you may not. I may not. He was with us at a show in Virginia State. Yep, that's true too. Yep, that's right, Earl. That's right. That's what I said. I'm stuck on your Earl, man. I mean, Debonair. Oh boy, this is great, everybody. This is really, really good. What's the black guy from Richmond that has some connection to Sugar Hill Records? Okay, I didn't see that part right there. I didn't see that.
I love you. Ain't a thing you can do about it but love me back.
Alvin Folks is closing the show out, everybody. He'll be back on again at 7 o'clock also.
A great, prosperous, successful, beautiful year. You all take care. I'm gone.
In the background is Prince. I always close out Alvin's Folks show with Prince because he loves Prince. All of us do. May he continue to rest in peace as well. I Want to Be Your Lover, Prince, on WQMIX Worldwide Radio. I ain't got no money. I can't let it fly because Facebook don't like that. So I can't let it fly. I got to continue talking. So I'll just do that. Let's see. What is this? My brother just sent me something. What is this? Let's see. He says something in Food Line. I wonder if that's I bet you it's going to be something about 50 years of hip hop. I want to bet any amount of money that it is. My brother's sending me something. He must have seen a magazine or something in Food Line. If y'all know about it, let me know real quick. But I'm looking and my phone is just, it's ridiculous. It never operates when I need it to operate it right. To operate right. It never does. Well, I'll share that in a second. I'm sure it'll download in a few minutes. Hold on. Okay. Well, I'll get back to it. I'll definitely get back to it. Let's see. Yeah, and he was in the studio in a studio session I did with August Moon. Yes, he was. August Moon is another person responsible for Richmond hip hop, Central Virginia hip hop. He was the one that put the records out on Honey Bun, Booney, Rockwell, Cooley T, American Express, Honey Bun and Booney, and Mahogany Rap, Cool Carl, Boy J, Win Jesse. Remember that one? Yep. All of that. August Moon. And of course, some of the things that he did back in the early 70s with the whole darn family and 7 Minutes of Funk. A lot of that record has been sampled by everybody from Jay-Z to everybody has sampled that. So yeah, that's another contribution that people don't realize. I was in all those sessions, me and Cool Carl. Right. That's what I was just saying. Cool Carl. So a lot of people here had a lot to do with hip hop back in those days, had a lot to do with it. And it's only appropriate we recognize them for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And that's what we're going to be doing this year with gigs, jams, some showings of the documentary and some other documentaries you're going to be seeing around. You're going to be seeing a whole lot this year. So whatever you see, please, if you can support it, please support it. We ask you to do that. But yeah, I can remember. Yes. How about Al Will and the Churchill Crew? We got to shout them out. DJ Quick, got to shout him out. Mr. Melody, Funk Motor. How can I forget Mike B? My man. Yep. Disco T, Cooley T. Yep. Definitely. Yeah, man. I'm a computer systems engineer by day, DJ by all other means. That's right. It doesn't get out of your blood, man. I mean, I remember at one time that it was kind of a low point for me. And I was thinking about selling all my equipment. This is back in the 90s. I was thinking about it. And man, I quickly snapped out of that. And I'm so glad I didn't sell anything. And, you know, DJing is just in your blood. It doesn't go away. You know, you just got to touch those turntables. Broadcasting is in your blood. That's why I do what I do here. I may not be on a conventional, traditional, I should say. I say conventional. A traditional all-terrain station. But I'm doing this here. I'm doing that there, WQ Mix Worldwide Radio, doing my film stuff. So that's how I stayed in this, to be relevant, to bring up the awareness of what we did back in the days. You know, I hear the thing about everybody say, well, it's not what you did back then, it's what you're doing now. Yeah, it is about what you did back then. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because if you were not for you doing what you did back then, it would not be easy for those doing it now. That's it. That's it. Debate me all you want on it. It's true. You know, I praise everybody what they're doing now. I think it's great. Matter of fact, I talked to my man Bully today. Bullpen Recordings used to be the factory. I call him Bigger Man. That's what I remember him as, and I've always known him. And we were just talking about some of the guys, some of the new guys I like. A guy named Bars Nice. Oh my gosh, I like this guy. Like him. Noah O. Another brother that grew up with my son. Reperton. Him. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on. Neil Diamonds. I mean, I can call all kinds of names of different ones I like now that are new, that are doing it now. That I say current. I'm not gonna call them new. I'm gonna call them current, you know, and stuff. I mean, come on. Love them. I love them all. Peace, Burn and Dawson. Pastor Vernon, great to see you. Good afternoon. Big Rick, how you doing?
WQ Mix.
In the background, another group I used to sample a lot, Kool and the Gang, Chocolate Buttermilk, on WQ Mix, WQMIX. All right, I got to watch it, y'all. I got to watch it. I can't let it fly, but it feels good. I remember when Cash Money was here and he was riding in my truck. We were going back to the hotel. And he heard that. He was like, whoa, what's that? And I told him, WQMIX, Worldwide Radio. You can play it on your smartphone, everybody. You can always connect it to any of your devices. I got a Nest that I actually won from work. And I actually play it through my Nest. And then I can take it off the phone. I can disconnect the phone from the Nest. It will still play. Yeah. You can Bluetooth it through your phone, through your system in your car or in your home. You can play it through speakers. Man, the station sounds great. It really, really does. I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. Yeah, WQ Mix Worldwide Radio, everybody. So keep pushing, my dude. Hit me with anything you need. This feels good. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Devin there. Look, man, I congratulate you on your journey. And I'm not going to get into the details what it is, but I'm just saying I'm congratulating you on your journey, man. You look good. I'm proud of you. I'm on that journey too, man. And hey, we got to take care of each other, y'all. This year, I mean, I don't really get into New Year's resolutions like that. But what I will say, we got to get healthier. We're getting older. We got to take better care of ourselves. I am too big. Y'all remember me from years ago. I want this big. I need to get this off me. So, matter of fact, I need to go see my man Daryl Ellis again when I used to work out at DNA Fitness. I need to get back with him because I tell you, he can get me into shape. But in the meantime, you know, he always told me too, you do it yourself, man. I mean, I do my walking and everything, but I think I need to step it up a little bit more. I've lost some weight, but I've got a journey. I got something ahead to do. I do.
WQMI
Pause for the cause.
Worldwide Radio. Download the Live 365 app or the TuneIn Radio app. Put in WQMIX, and get ready to enjoy your radio again. It's WQ Mix Worldwide Radio.
Thank you, Melody Masters. I appreciate that. You'll be hearing her voice definitely this year. In the background, it is Pleasure, the original dance. Let's dance, make your body move. This is where it came from, everybody. Pleasure, let's dance on WQMIX Worldwide Radio. Man, this is, I'm telling you, this right here was the jam. I'm telling you, this was the jam, no doubt. Peace and blessings to you, Reggie, Cowboy Reggie, my man. Good to see you. And also, I said Big Rig. Yeah, Gail Gary, how are you? Great to see you. Let me be careful, y'all, because Facebook don't like that. So I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool. Yes, everybody, it is the 50th year of hip hop. 50 years, and we're going to celebrate it with a bang this year, everybody. Z-Rock Crew, Sir RJ. We're going to be doing pop-up, I guess you could call them pop-up gigs here and there. You know, we're going to be spinning stuff from back then. Maybe hear some current things. We're going to really have a ball, y'all. And we want to make sure you have your face in the place with us. No doubt about it. Like I said, I didn't get on here today to do a lot of this. I was just in my studio doing some things, looking over some things. And then I said, man, I hadn't done this in a while. Let me just check and make sure. Because last time I did it, I wasn't able to continue because some things happened, some glitches happened. But looks like I'm on 2 of my Facebook pages. I'm on YouTube right now. It looks really, really good. Matter of fact, I haven't checked YouTube. Let me check them. What's up, Earl? Great to see you, Roland. My man, peace and blessings to you. Let me check y'all real quick. Hold on real quick. Let me see what YouTube is looking like right now. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, looks good there. Let me see if I got some comments going on here. Okay, now it doesn't want to show. Let me see. I got, okay, whatever. I don't care about that right now. Man, what is this? All right. Yeah, and y'all, where it says meeting, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it saying meeting. But yeah, I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube as well, so that's cool. And I sent an invitation out to a couple people just to mess around and just see if they could, wanted to get on here and what have you. But I haven't seen anybody yet jump on here, so and that's fine. You know, it was last minute and what have you. But I appreciate all of you all being here right now. Thank y'all so much. I developed arthritis in my back, so I too am trying to find a way to get into better health. Well, Brother Vernon, I'm sorry about that, and I'm sending you positive vibes and positive healing vibes with that, Pastor Brennan. What I will say is I've had some back problems, also some issues with my back, and what I tried to do is I started walking a lot. I walked a whole lot, and I've been meaning to get me a bicycle, but you just got to be careful riding on the roads because, people are not friendly when they drive. They're not. I mean, they'll come close to you, they'll knock you over in the ditch, or worse, they'll knock you up into a mailbox or anything. They can really hurt you. So what I would do is do your walking first. I would do the walking and just walk as best you can, and that should help because it pulls on your back the excess weight. I do know that. So I know that was what my problem was. So yeah, I'm going to get me a bicycle soon, and even if I have to take it up there to the park or something, I'll just ride it around the park. For the safety factor of it. I don't want to ride on the roads out where I live because the roads are somewhat narrow. But the good thing is a lot of places, they have little trails where you can ride your bikes and stuff. And that's what I'm going to start doing. So that might be something that can help you. I sent it to DJ Sky, hoping he would jump on. We all were a big part of Richmond Radio. No doubt about it, man, Debonair. When we do this gig, it'd be nice if we can have just about all of us doing something on one of these gigs, that would be great. Like a DJ's convention. I know I've talked to a couple people about that, and they thought it was a great idea. So I'm going to see if we can revisit that also. So that's something we're going to be looking at doing as well. Yes, WQ Mix Worldwide Radio, everybody. In the background, it is Cash Flow. Sounds a little bit like Jeff Redd, Jeff Redd too, but Fatback, I Found Lovin'. Well, this kind of came out after that. I thought they got it from them, but it looks like they got it from them. So this is Cash Flow's rendition of it. This is Mine on Mine, the extended version on WQ Mix Worldwide Radio, produced by Larry Blackman of Cameo. 1986. This was my second radio job. I used to play this overnight, coming into the morning. So if you want to hear it, go to WQMIX Worldwide Radio. You can Google it. You can get the Live 365 app or the TuneIn Radio app, and you can just put it in the search bar, WQMIX Worldwide Radio. Yeah, my crates were too, man. But I'm so glad. A lot of people, like with a lot of the Serato stuff, the record box and stuff we got now, it saved us, man, because we told it. And for a lot of the people that have just gotten into DJing, they didn't experience what we experienced when we had to take crates and crates and crates of records. And it was how can I say it? What am I trying to say? What's the word I'm looking for? You were blessed to have a hand truck if you could have had one to carry those crates, because if not, you had to carry them hand by hand, sometimes 2 crates in a hand, which was very, very rough. So, toting those crates, that was part of DJing back in the day. Yeah, you're right. Some would never understand, Debonair. Some would never understand. I can remember when the Junior Funk Machine, we'd have these crates, and you weren't supposed to have the milk crates. We used to go up to Safeway up in Laurel Park back in the day, and we used to see these milk crates, and it said on it, "Do not take," because if you got caught taking them, you'd be in trouble. Man, we'd leave. I go over Mad Mixer's house. He's got a whole stack of them. A whole stack of them, man. I'm like, wow. So, matter of fact, I've got, I think under my desk right here, I think I got 2. Still got 2 milk crates. I got an old Magic 99 bumper sticker on one of them. Yeah, I can remember. The front was the system. The rest was records. Absolutely. That's how it was. Or you can get me to catch. Yeah, you know what? It's Big Rick. When I moved to the city back when I was 13, when I was 13, I moved to the city. My parents had split up. So I went with my mother and moved to the city. I went to Graves Middle School. That's another story. But I'm grateful to have been able to go to Graves and Henderson Middle School. But I went to Graves Middle School. But I was living off of Broad Street, right in the museum district. I was living on Shepherd Street. And I was bused all the way to Graves Middle School. I thought I would be going to Albert Hill around the corner. They bust me all the way, because of the address, all the way to Graves Middle School. Didn't understand that till this day. Anyway, Big Rick was there. We used to ride bikes together. Man, we used to run over Scott's Addition, cause all kind of havoc. But anyway, if Rick and I would have stayed in touch, Rick would have probably been the one taking their records, because if you ever come to one of their gigs, you see this big guy, real tall, big guy. That's Big Rick. When you see him, go shout out to Big Rick. Yep, Henrico Warriors, Henrico High School. I got to shout out not only Henrico High School, I got to shout out Hermitage High School, because that's where a lot of the Junior Funk Machine gigs were there. But we also had the Weston Community Center, where we had Douglas Freeman people there. The Playgirls were out there. We used to be there doing their gigs. Tucker High School, they used to come to their gigs. I don't think Godwin was around then. I don't believe so. No, not then. Well, they were around, but they didn't come to their gigs. Not at all. None. Who else? Henrico, Highland Springs used to come to the gigs we used to do. Like I said, Henrico High School also. I mean, we used to gig a lot of places. Junior Funk Machine did, and so of course after that, Z-Rock crew.
Mix.
In the background is Loose Ends and Slow Down. It's on WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. Yeah, I mean, you know, we went and just played everywhere. I remember Junior Funk Machine days I'm talking about right now. We went into Highland Park. It was 1982, I believe it was, or 81. And we went on 3rd Avenue to a gig. And Mad Mix at the time, I think it was 82. He was going to John Marshall for a minute. And some of the people that he connected with at John Marshall when he went, I already knew him because I went to Henderson Middle School. And all of them were at John Marshall then. And we ended up at this house, and I saw everybody from Henderson, and we were spinning. And the cops came. And they say, turn it down. We got to turn it down. So we turned the music down. But, I mean, we had a system, man. Oh, my gosh. Nothing like the Infinity Machine in Queens. Nothing like them with the Berthas and stuff. But we had big speakers. We had the big amps, thanks to Mad Mixer. You know, he was studying the science of it as well and how to hook this stuff up. So we were spinning, and I think I was on the ones and twos spinning Flirt by Cameo. I was spinning that. And the police came back, and they came over to the table. He said, you turn it off, or I'll turn it off, and I'll lock you up. That's exactly how I did it. That's exactly how I did it. And trust me, that, and then we had to pack it up and leave. Everybody did not want us to leave. We didn't want to leave either. But you know, police officers in your face, and he's saying, you turn it down, or I'll turn it down, and I'll lock you up. That was enough for us. So we packed it up and left. Everybody was so mad. I wish, I really wish we would have finished that gig, because we were really having a great time. And then, of course, with the Z-Rock crew, we continued doing the backyard parties and stuff like that. And then, you know, like I said, we did our recordings, and then we got on radio. We continued doing gigs and stuff, and doing shows, you know, DJing different shows, MCing shows. You know, we just had a ball, everybody. We really did. And we're looking forward to doing that again, you know, with their gigs and whatnot. And you might see us, you never know, you might see us MC a show here and there and stuff like that. You just never know. Let's see. Let's see. Griggs, what's up, man? Great to see you, man. My man, good to see you, man. How things going? Hope everything is well. Earl says, nah, okay, let's see. LOL, guess that was my back. My back is the issue. Oh, okay, today for those milk crates. I had 10 of them with my DJ equipment. That's right, Pastor Brother. You used to spin a little bit too. Yeah, I think I remember that you were telling me that. Yeah, man, look, those doggone milk crates, they were heavy. Woo, boy, they were heavy. I think at that time, I was the youngest on the scene. You were, man. You were like 14 years old. But see, I started at 15. You started at 14. Yeah, I think at the time I was young on the scene. And oh, man, come on, man. Yeah, I had to do it because, like I said, I started at 15. I remember when you were 14, man, but you were so talented, you know, for that age, you know, and you know, to be honest with you, you know, they're more talented. Like they're two Asian girls that are DJs. I can't remember their names, but they're bad. They're twins. They're bad. These little girls can go, and they're young girls. You know, they started out real young. So I mean, if it's in your blood, man, and you can put your hand on the equipment, you know, especially your children. My son was DJing at one time. He started when he was younger, and he loved it. And matter of fact, I saw him yesterday, and we had a conversation the other day, and he was saying that he was thinking about getting back into spinning again, but he's always on the road, so it's kind of you know, a little difficult for him to do it. But he what he does, he produces in the back of his truck. He has his studio on the back of his truck, and he does stuff, and he does scores for commercials, TV commercials, and everything. So he's doing very, very well with it. Very proud of my son. Very proud. My youngest, she's getting ready to do some podcasting and whatnot. And she's getting ready to do some things as well on the multimedia and social media side. And my oldest is getting ready to do some things with cooking since she's a chef and everything. And as a matter of fact, we're going to probably get the grandkids involved somehow. My wife, she's doing things with her, writing her books. She's going to be doing a radio show here on WQ Mix Worldwide Radio very soon. So you ladies out there that like to, that write books and like to write books, that's going to be a show for you coming real soon. How would you feel? It's Rocky Robbins in the background on WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. Yeah, you and me. Yeah, like I said, I didn't get on here to do this. I've been on here for over an hour now, hour and 10 minutes. Just, talking to you all, and great to see y'all, and just, kicking it like this for 2023. I really, really appreciate it. Those were good times. No shooting, just fun, music, and friends. Yes, it was. You had some incidents, maybe here and there, rare incidents, but you can almost go to any other side of town and don't have any issues and just, be at a jam and just dance and have fun. I mean, that's just the way it was. And I don't want to believe, and I don't believe that it can never be that way again. Yes, it can. If we want it, it can be that way. Well, I know of those of us on our age, a lot of us now in our 50s. I'm on the high side of 50 now. And I can tell you, when you do when you come to air gigs, it's just like that. I like us, me personally, I like us doing a lot of outside gigs because that's kind of how hip hop started, the jam started. Well, no, actually the one that recorded that started in 73 was Kool Herc in the basement of Sedgwick Avenue. That was inside. But then, they would move to the outside to the basketball courts. That's why we have the reunion jams that we have in the springtime and sometime in the summer. We're always at the Virginia Randolph Playground on the basketball court because that, reflects on the way they used to do it back then and still do it. The Crotona Park Jams and the Tools of War that they do up there every year where they have the jams. Same thing. It's out there on the basketball court. So I really like the outside and everything, but sometimes it's just very, very hot. And maybe we can do something to kind of rectify that a little bit this year. Maybe we can. I'm 60 and I feel the same way. We can get it back if we want it. That's right, Pastor Vernon, no doubt about it. So, yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. No doubt. Listen, everybody. I thank y'all for just sitting here with me, listening to me run my mouth. I appreciate all the comments here, talking about the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I'm going to be doing this again. Your thoughts on local DJs versus East Coast and West Coast DJ. Well, Cowboy Reggie, I'm going to say this. I don't think of a East Coast versus West Coast. That's too much of that. It's too much of this versus that. The versus thing. No, you got great DJs out on the West Coast. DJ Aladdin, Dr. Dre was one. The Uncle Jam's Army. That's a whole conglomerate of Egyptian Lover, Muffler, Big Dad. I can't name everybody in that group out there, but Uncle Jam's Army was like the group of DJs out there. DJ Pooh, DJ Chris the Glove Taylor. All of them out there, great DJs. DJs on the East Coast. We got great DJs here. Jazzy Jeff, Cash Money, us, the Z-Rock crew, Lonnie B. Let's go ahead and go that way. Let's go into DJ Scratch. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just touching the surface. DJ Skill. Let's touch that. DJ Gizmo. Chuck Chill Out. Red Alert. Molly Mall. Terminator X. Johnny Juice Rosado. I can go on and on and on. King Shamik. I can go on and on and on. Tat Money in Philly. DJ Miz in Philly. I can go on and on and on. Grand Wizard Rashid. DJ Mercury.
In Richmond, Virginia, USA. WQ Mix Worldwide Radio.
Yes, and my brother. Well, you're talking about broadcast DJs. Yes, my brother Chip. I do love my brother Chip. Absolutely. I mean, that's a given. Kirby Carmichael, Ben Miles. I'm talking about broadcast DJs. Mitch Malone, may he continue to rest in peace. Eric E. Stanley, may he continue to rest in peace. Jim Miner, may he continue to rest in peace. Again, the Z-Rock crew, broadcast DJs. Sir RJ, broadcast DJ. King Tut, broadcast DJ. Clovia Lawrence, Miss Community Club, broadcast DJ. Mickey Spencer, how can I forget Mickey Spencer? Broadcast DJ. Exceptional broadcast DJ. So, the list goes on and on. It goes on and on and on. It does. Phil Daniel, Jay Lang. You know what I'm saying? See, and you get me started now. Jerry Carter. Like I said, I can fire off a lot of names. I'll be here all evening. So, it's a thing of where we need to recognize everyone that has contributed to soul music, hip hop music, all of that. We just need to recognize them. And that's one of the reasons I started doing documentaries, because I felt that they were not being recognized enough. And I'm glad I did it. I'm really glad I did it. So with all that said, everybody, thank y'all so much for checking me out for over an hour or something. And I just really appreciate this. I had not jumped on here to do this, but I just said, hey, why not? I was just testing some things out, and I just fired off live broadcast, and boom, I'm on 2 pages and on YouTube doing this, and everybody's responding. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much and stuff. DJ Mr. Michael. That's right, Michael Hembrick. That's why I remember you. How you doing, man? Thank you for checking in, man. I appreciate you, man. No doubt. So, hats off to Moon Man. Moon Man was actually here too, Cowboy Reggie. He was here back in the days. Also, Alan Knight. Also, and I'm forgetting one person, a brother that used to work with James Brown, but he was under Tom Mitchell. I cannot. He was mentioned in the James Brown movie, and he's on my Facebook page. I hope he does not disconnect because I can't call his name right now. Alan Leeds. Alan Leeds. Yeah, I will do it more often, man. I used to do this a lot with Bravado Live, and that's what the background art is from Bravado Live. And I'll do it again real soon and whatnot. And I'll get it going. I'll definitely get it going again, especially for the 50th year anniversary of hip hop, because there's some other things I want to talk about and some other people I want to bring on as guests, and see if they're willing to talk about it. Maybe I'll talk to some of the brothers up in New York, see if they would be willing to come on and do some talking and everything, and we try to make it happen. All right. But thank y'all again for being here. I appreciate it. I've got some things I need to do that I have not done because I jumped in and did this. I've been on for an hour and almost 20 minutes doing this, but it was worth it. It really was worth it. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Please continue to support WQMIX Worldwide Radio. I appreciate it. And thank you for all the support of the Z-Rock crew that y'all been giving when we do our gigs. Y'all are out there. Thank y'all so much. We want to see more of you out there, so please come out when you hear us. Check the pages. Check the El Bravado page. Check the Z-Rock crew page. Check this page, my personal page if you're on it. Check anything that I have to do with whatever page I have anything to do. Just check it from time to time, at least once a day. Check it for updates, and we'll let you know right on there when we're doing a gig next. Definitely. The next one should be sometime in February, I want to say. So we're working it out. Just hang in there with us. Roll with us. When you see us at a place, come see us. That's simple. Thank y'all so much. That's right, y'all. It's 50 years of hip hop this year. Let's celebrate it, and let's give props to those that made a way for everybody else to be successful. Thank you. And for us to be successful with our own works. Thank y'all so much for being here. Appreciate y'all. God bless you. Peace and blessings. One love.